Good morning. This is Amy, and I just got done teaching a skating lesson, and now I am going to go and get my second vaccine. It's right now, it's 7:24 in the morning, and
New Jersey Turnpike South, this is the fastest route with toll. Toll-free route is 7 minutes slower. Turn right. In 700 feet, use the right lane to turn right on East Hanover Avenue.
okay, so if I leave right now, which I can't because I gotta take these off, but if I leave right now, I will get there at 9:04. It's an hour and 40-minute drive. Let's get started. So I'm here. It's a long drive. I cannot record inside as we found out last time. So I'm going to go in and get my vaccine, and then I'm going to come out and tell you how it was this time. I'm on time. I'm actually 15 minutes early, so I'm going to head in there and get started. Okay, so I'm back in my car, and that did take a lot less time than it took last time. Last time it was an hour and 15 minutes. This time it was only 45. Half an hour, 45 minutes. I'm not really sure because I didn't do what I did last time and put a GoPro in my pocket that was running, and I didn't know I did that. But if you missed that video, there's a link to it in the description down below. It was a lot more organized. It was a lot less crowded. There still was not a lot of social distancing. However, it was all like kind of up to the person in front of you and the person behind you, whether they were going to do it or not. So, I mean, that was a little annoying, and I wish that that had been a little bit more formal and enforced. It did hurt. I won't say it hurt. I don't know that it hurt. But I did feel it. Can you see that? Can you see the band-aid? Probably not. The sun glare. Anyway, I did feel it going into my arm, similar to like a flu shot, the way I would feel that. I did feel it going into my arm. And she was very nice. She told me to make sure I drink lots of water. The next few days, I may experience flu-like symptoms. If I do, to make sure, you know, I could take Tylenol for fever. Once I drive home, I have nothing scheduled. I did have one lesson scheduled for tomorrow, which I told them that if I wasn't feeling up to it. Because if I'm running a fever, I can't get into the rink. When we enter the rink, we have to get a fever scan. So if I'm running any kind of fever, I can't enter. So I told these people that I would monitor to see if I have any symptoms. So don't be surprised if I cancel. But that's the only thing I have scheduled for the next few days. And if I have anything that persists, I will, have to reschedule things for Wednesday, but we'll see how it goes because I have a feeling this might be fine. I will check back in with you when I get home, and that is going to be, let's see, how long is it going to take me to get home? An hour and
let's go.
An hour and 48 minutes. So that's 108 miles for me to get home. So we'll see. I'm going to do that now. So I'm back home. It was a long drive. That's a really, really long drive. I hope when you get your vaccine, there's a closer location for you. But maybe you can see my Band-Aid now. That's my second dose Band-Aid. And my arm's a little sore, not bad. And I'm just going to relax. I have some videos to edit, so I'm going to take care of some of those types of things. And I will check back in with you a little bit later on. Okay, so it's the next day, and I know I said I would check back in with you yesterday, and I didn't. So I apologize. I was tired. I was so tired yesterday. I did just teach a lesson at Skylands right now, and I just taught a lesson. That's my only lesson for today, and I feel pretty good. I do have some fatigue, a little bit of soreness in my arm, but it didn't swell up or anything, so it's not swollen. It's just normal. No pain on the inside of my armpit. Little muscle weakness and joint pain, but I have arthritis, so that's part of that, I'm sure. I slept really well last night, super well, like amazingly well, better than I've slept since that first shot. So far so good. I will, and I promise I will check back in with you later today when I'm home. So I'm now back home for the rest of the day, and I'm just going to relax. I have some videos to edit. I did want to go over a couple things that I've been noticing since my first dose of the vaccine. Again, this is the Pfizer vaccine. Colin got Moderna, and he gets his second shot on Saturday. So maybe, let me know, leave a comment down below. Do you want an update on how he did on his second shot? So far for me, I have no swelling in my arm. I have no pain underneath my arm, but I have noticed in doing some video editing, videos that I recorded after I got the first vaccine, is I'm slurring a little bit. Don't know if that's related. I've also had a little bit of eye twitching, and men probably don't want to hear this, but I have endometriosis, very bad endometriosis. And immediately upon getting the first shot, I got my period a few days early, and it was heavy, like really heavy. That is very unusual for me. So I'm not sure what that's about, if it's even related to the vaccine, but I thought I'd just throw it out there. With this one, what I notice most is the joint pain, but again, I have arthritis. I always have some sort of pain, always. Like, not a day goes by that my body does not experience some sort of pain from all of these issues that I have, like rheumatoid arthritis and endometriosis, which is why I qualified to get the vaccine in category 1B, because I have these medical conditions, in case you were wondering, because I'm 46 years old, and that wouldn't have qualified me on its own at this point, because some people have asked me that. With this dose, I've noticed that my feet are tingling a little bit. I do have nerve damage in my feet. It's from complex regional pain syndrome, and that occurred after I shattered my right ankle. And I wound up getting it in both my feet because when I couldn't walk, I was putting all the pressure using crutches on my left foot, and I wound up pretty much destroying all the nerves in that foot too. So it's not unusual for me to get these types of things, especially when I'm fighting something. So I guess that's a good sign. It means the vaccine is working. Also, I have a large fibroid in my abdomen. That's part of PCOS, which is another condition I have. You know, I don't even think I realized I had all these conditions until just now when I decided to list them off for you. But I have a large fibroid, and I did notice that after the first shot that had swelled up and became inflamed more than usual. And again, it does that depending upon hormonal increases, and if I'm fighting something, that will happen. These things are not uncommon for me to go through. It's just a little uncommon to go through all these things at one time. So I wanted to bring them up with you. If you have other conditions like I do, or experience inflammation of different things, or acting up of different pain or inflammation, it's possible that these vaccines could make that a little worse. But I feel that the benefit way outweighs the risk of going through some discomfort for a period of time, or some eye twitching, or some slurring, or, you know, any of that. The only way we're going to get past this coronavirus pandemic is to get vaccinated. And that's really the only way out. And of course I did it for me. I'm very lucky that I didn't get coronavirus before I got vaccinated. And of course, I'm not considered fully vaccinated for another 13 days. So it's going to take another 13 days before I can say I'm fully vaccinated, because it takes that amount of time for the shot to work. But I didn't just do this for me. I did this because I work with kids. They can't get vaccinated. I don't want to contract the virus and then spread it onto them, even though I do wear an N95 mask as well as the Under Armour sports mask. I always wear 2 masks. I have always worn 2 masks well before people even started talking about that. I've been doing that since July, and I have a video. It's linked in the description down below if you're interested in watching that. But the first time I had skated wearing 2 masks, that was before I got the N95s, because they were still a little hard to come by at that point. But I was using a surgical mask with a cloth mask over it. But I've always done this with the 2 masks since the beginning of the masking. I will continue to wear the 2 masks wherever I go when I'm indoors. I don't know that I'm going to go out to a restaurant or travel, but I can feel more comfortable doing things like going to the dentist. I was supposed to go to the dentist last April, and of course, I didn't go. They actually canceled because at the time they weren't even open. But now I feel like I can actually go to the dentist. Maybe I can, get my hair cut by a professional and not me with a scissor in my bathroom. I don't know quite yet what I'm going to do, but I'm pretty sure I will start going back to grocery stores. I will also continue to get some of my food delivered the way that I have been, using Misfits Market, the Butcher Box, Worthy Flavors, Imperfect Foods, Farm Box Direct. I do plan on continuing to do that, but I haven't really been in a grocery store for a long time, so I'm excited to do that too. And when I do that in about 2 weeks, I'll take you with me and I'll post a video about that too. But if you've had your vaccines, your first, second dose, or maybe you got the J&J, the 1-dose shot, leave me a comment down below. Let me know if what I'm experiencing is close to what you're experiencing, or how your experience differs from mine. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And remember, I post at least 3 videos a week. It's mostly health, fitness, and figure skating content. If you're interested in that, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell right next to it so that you never miss a video. And if you like this video, and more importantly, if you think this video can help somebody out, if they're on the fence about getting a vaccine, or they're, worried about it, share it with them, and also post it to your social media too. That'll go a long way to help people that need to find this video find the video. That's all for now. This is Amy. I will see you real soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.